today we got a special guest, good friend of ours, low-key long-time friend now,
What's going on?
Long time.
Vic. He used to pretty much help. Well, he ran the Miami store, then went to New York. But yeah, how are you?
I'm chilling, just in LA, until my week gets crazy. Have a couple of other stops to go to for work.
Nice.
So I just came out there to hang out, chill out for a little bit. I feel like I haven't really taken a vacation in a while, so I had to take advantage of it.
Hell
so,
yeah.
Just hanging out.
Nice. Where are you heading to next?
I have to go to Utah, to Ogden, for a sales meeting. I work at Solomon now.
Oh, sick.
So been there for like a month, doing marketing for them outside of New York City. So it's been great. Gonna do that, my first sales meeting. And then from there, we have an event in Miami on the 18th for Fade. He comes out with his first collab with Solomon.
Sick.
So we're doing like a huge activation event at Shoe Gallery at their new location up by like Little River. So it should be fun. A lot of just working,
Miami.
Yeah,
Nice,
I mean,
yeah.
miss Miami, love Miami. Miami's like a second home to me. I feel like I really grew up a lot when I was in Miami.
Yeah.
So I hold Miami very dear to my heart, especially because I have a lot of great friends from there. So
Nice.
I
That's
love
awesome.
Miami.
So before that, I remember you told me you worked at Stadium Goods.
Yeah, so I started working at Stadium Goods when they first opened up in 2015. I was like the first 5 employees hired. And basically Stadium Goods, what they wanted to do was like be something different than Flight Club, because Flight Club reached a point where like they were just assholes,
Yeah.
like it's a monopoly. They were
Yeah.
the only store to do it. So it's like they didn't really have to cater to anybody. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So it's like some people saw an opportunity, like, hey, we can kind of do what Flight Club's doing and doing a little bit better. So it started with JDM, who was like one of the originators at Flight Club, who helped them develop like their whole website. And then Jed Steller, who was he used to be into real estate and like owning clubs and stuff like that. So they came together with YM Yu Ming from Sneaker News now, and they all just partnered up and started Stadium Goods. So I was there August 2015, before the store even went up. Like I remember it was just white bricks everywhere and just mountains and mountains and mountains of shoes. And it was cool because like, I grew up around sneakers. So it was like my first like brick and mortar job within the industry. And it was like the greatest time ever. I mean, 2015 was peak for everything, and it was still kind of like underground still. So it was like, it was very niche.
Yeah.
So everyone that I knew and that I know now came from that world. We've been friends for years, especially coming out of like New York and like where I'm from in Queens. It's a really small group of people that you get to meet because, especially coming out of Queens, there's not that many people that are traveling to Soho or to the Lower East Side, because depending on how far you live in Queens, that's like an hour and a half on a train.
Yeah.
It's a mission.
And you got to take a bus. So I knew a lot of the people in the sneaker world very early on. And especially like here in LA, like you just know them from like Soul Collector and all these other forums and stuff like that. Just trading. I know who has a size 10 because everyone that has a size 10 is in the same world. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna hit up this guy.
Yeah.
So I started working at Stadium Goods. Shout out to Sam Park. He's like an OG of mine, who is like, he's like goated in like this world. He used to be a part of like the low life people. So like he used to boost Polo back in the day, which is funny because like I don't even know if I'm supposed to be telling this because Sam is a changed man now.
Yeah.
He runs a store called Takeout up in New York. He's a brand manager there. But yeah, Sam is an OG. Always had a great eye for just like clothes and just like people.
Yeah.
So he brought me along in 2015, and I started there on the sales floor for like a year. And then I quickly like moved up just because I had a lot of background knowledge of sneakers, and again like I just like shooting the shit with people. Yeah. So like it's just energy that I brought. He saw it as a way, like at the time there was no really other way to like move up in the company because we were so new. So he was like, let me put you on consignment side because I know like the connections you're going to make on that side can just make you so much more money on the reselling end.
Yeah.
He's like, so it's kind of like an incentive. Like I can't give you a raise, but I can give you an opportunity to make money. So I was like, oh shit, that's cool. Cause like I've been authenticating sneakers like on my own for 10 years now, just learning sneakers, just buying off people. You got to learn like, all right, are these fake or not?
Yeah.
And it's like that skill was only just honed and grew at Stadium Goods because my mentor of sneakers or my mentors of sneakers in general were just like really involved in the sneaker game. And they're not like regular resellers. You know, some resellers, they touch like 1, 2, 3 pairs, 10 pairs, and they're like hype. The people in the consignment world are completely different.
Yeah.
Like they're touching 400 pairs, like straight from backdoor boutiques. So like learning sneakers was such a cool way in that form because I got to see stuff out of the hundreds that's like, all right, this is a manufacturing defect. This is what makes it fake.
Yeah.
So authenticating sneakers became easy. And then again, my mentors in the sneaker game, like really, really big. And they taught me a lot of stuff early. Shout out Zach. Zach is like a legend out in New York City. He was like a prodigy at Flight Club. So when they opened Stadium Goods, him and Angie, who's his wife now, they went to Stadium Goods and that was like a stamp of approval. Like, oh damn, if Stadium Goods has them, then this is legit.
They're good.
So I learned under them, worked the consignment side for like 2 years. And, you know, I was looking back at it now that I'm a little older, being a 18-year-old kid, then I was kind of like upset about it. But like I kept growing in the company, but there was no really a way for me to really break through because of my age. Like I was very knowledgeable. I was great work ethic, but it was like, we're going to give it to this guy who's like 5, 6 years older than you because we can kind of trust him. So I was trying to find like a way out of Stadium Goods after 3 years. I like growing. I don't like hitting like a ceiling and because then I just get bored.
Being stuck, yeah.
Yeah. I get bored and then it's like, why am I really here?
Facts.
Yeah. And then that's the worst. So then I hit up a friend of mine, Stellan, who he used to work at Stadium Goods. So he used to be like the stock boy. So whenever I finished inputted sneakers, he was the one that was like, take it down and like backlog them. He was working at Round 2 New York at the time, which I knew of Round 2 from like Instagram because of VA and all the posts. And like I had homies that would drive to VA to buy shoes. But again, I'm like a real New York guy, so I'm like, man, fuck VA. Like, bro, we got shops like that here. You know what I mean? Like I used to go to. There's a store in Queens I used to go to called Image.
Yeah, OG.
Yeah, so like I grew up going to Image, and all my friends grew up going to Image. So I'm like, why am I gonna go to drive to VA? Like I can go to Image. I'm like, cool, y'all go to VA, and then there's more stuff for me here.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know much about Round 2. New York at the time, and this is like 2018, which now that I look back on it, like Round 2 was going crazy 2018 in New York City. But all my reseller friends and all my friends in like the sneaker game were like, yo bro, you never been to Round 2? Pull up, like it's a vibe, like we just chilling, like we're outside, like we're just hanging out and we're making mad money. And I'm like, damn, to walk all the way to the Lower East Side from Soho, like I don't want to do that. I can just consign my shoes. Like I get my shoes, drop them in, and I'll just wait till them sell. And like that's the game that I knew.
Yeah.
The buy sell trade was like I did it as a kid, and I didn't know it became like a business. Yeah. Until I walked over to Round 2 one day. I'm like, all right, let me see what this is about. And I go there, and like you see everybody outside, like 12, RV, Soul Street. Like you see everybody. Craig, rest in peace, my guy Craig. You know, you see everybody outside, and you're like, damn, it's like. Oh, this is cool.
It was a party.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
it was literally a party.
Everyone's just smoking, drinking outside, hanging out. Like, they're shooting the shit with you. Yeah. Like, Luke's shooting the shit with people. Like, and then, like, the staff was really cool. Yeah. Like, I think that's, like, one thing that, like, Round 2 did really well was, like, the people they picked, like, was amazing. Like, that hand selection, like, bravo to them for that.
Just characters.
Like, yeah. Especially, like, the original crew. Like, I feel like you guys really set the path for like people like me that came a little bit after, you know. So Stellan was like, yo, like, I don't know if I get you a job around to New York, but there might be something going on like
In Miami.
I'll let you know. And I'm like, Miami? I'm like,
Bro, I remember how Miami just came about. It was just so random. Like,
yeah,
it's just like,
it was super random because it was like,
it went from 0 to 100 fast, bro.
Quick.
Like fast. I think in reality, I think Chris Russo took a trip to Miami with Chris Smokes, and Chris Smokes probably shot the shit with him and was like, let's open a store here. And
bro, it was crazy because, all right, so I remember this perfectly. It was like August 2nd, I hit up Stellan. I was like, yo, like, I'm trying to like look for a new job. Like, stadium goods not really it for me no more. Like, they just hired somebody from Flight Club. They brought him over. And I was basically teaching him how to be a manager for him to like then become a manager. I'm like, if you got me teaching him, why don't you just give me the manager position?
Yeah.
So like, I'm very big on like, when it comes to like brands, I'm very big on like loyalty, you know? I mean, which we all have suffered from that, right? But I was like, damn, like, Stadium Goods is not really like treating me well. Like, I've been doing like, bro, I did so much at Stadium Goods, like overnight shifts, like 12-hour shifts, 16-hour shifts, like breaking my back, like, oh, yo, if there's a stock person not here, like, all right, I just inputted 200 shoes. Now I'm taking down 200 shoes by myself. Like, just putting in the work because I believed in what Stadium Goods was doing for the people outside of Flight Club, and I believed also in like my coworkers, the staff, and like the higher ups, where they wanted to take it. But it's funny because my boy Zach made this reference, like there's like this book called like Animal Farm. It was like the humans were mistreating the pigs, and then the pigs didn't want to be like the humans, so they started their own like civilization, and then after that they became like what they hated. So that was like kind of happening to Stadium Goods, like they were becoming what they hated from Flight Club, and a lot of the people were seeing that. And again, you know, when you're front facing all the time for a brand or a store, they're gonna come to you and ask you like, yo, like, why are they charging me $15 now to take out my shoe?
Yeah.
Like, why do I have to wait a week now to get my shoe? Like, it was just so much stuff. And again, it was just like growing pains from Stadium Goods. Like we didn't know we were gonna blow up that fast.
Yeah. It's what we were saying last week on the pod, of talking about how like once the corporate world gets involved, it starts becoming a whole different thing. Yeah,
it's cooked. It's so cooked.
Yeah,
like
spot on,
bro. That was like when Snapchat was cool. Like, so we were doing like cool Snapchat videos, and I remember we were just doing it for the hell of it. Like, we were doing like, my boy had like a pair of Jordan 1s, and then he had Yeezy's Pirate Blacks, and he would jump over them.
Yeah.
And then like Yeezy jumped over the Jumpman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like we did like funny stuff like that where we get so much reactions on Snapchat, like just on our own, just taking initiative because like, yo, we're bored. This is cool. Like, this is what our friends are doing. And then once it got corporate, it's like, you can't do that. We have to like, that's corny.
Yeah.
Basically what they kind of told us.
Damn.
And then we were like, oh, you guys just don't see the vision. Like,
I feel like once you lose the mom and pop aspect of it,
it's
it's
gone.
cooked. Yeah.
It's gone.
You lose a soul. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. No identity.
So then I'm like, damn, like when I went to see round 2, I saw that and I'm like, it reminded me of that feeling of what Stadium Goods was. I was like, all right, I'm down. So then it was like August 2nd, I told Stellan I wanted to leave. By like August 5th, I had an interview with Luke, which wasn't really an interview. Like, he made me, bro, he made me come at 11 in the morning. I walked in, he looked at me, he's like, so yeah, when you want to start? And I'm like, what?
Sure.
I'm like, you could have done this over a text.
Yeah.
But I guess he just wanted to like scope me out, you know what I mean? Like, get a feel for me.
Oh yeah, he's fly.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, you know? Like, because he already asked people around, like, Russo saw my resume, and like, I guess I already had the green light, but he just wanted to check me out, like, vibe check me. So yeah, August 5th, I had that interview. August 8th, I moved to Miami. August 11th, we opened round 2 Miami.
Fuck.
Literally happened within a week span.
Yeah, I
Like,
believe it.
like it was like that. It was like so quick. And then the only reason like I really went is because my cousins were living down there. So like I had called them as soon as I left the interview, like fake interview, left the vibe check. I had called them like, yo, I got this I got this opportunity to come to Miami. He was like, bro, take it. Like, Miami's about to blow up. Like, one of my cousins, he's a painter. He's like, his career is about to take off. My other cousin is a photographer. He's like, we can just all get a crib and we can just grind it out.
Yeah.
So the first 6 months, 7 months of me being in Miami, like, I was sleeping on like a couch, just trying to thug it out, trying to figure it out. Because again, I was young at the time when I moved. So I was like, I had no ties to New York City. There was nothing holding me back. And again, I've always been super blessed. I had like people that are older than me to give me advice. So they were like, bro, just go. Like, what's the worst that can happen? You come back and you clock back in at Stadium Goods. Yeah. So literally, I didn't even quit Stadium Goods. I just left.
Oh, sure.
Like, I just bought a ticket. I was like, yo, I'm gonna check it out. I worked for like 3 days. I'm like, yeah, I'm staying. And then I never quit. People just like found out I moved, and then that's how it happened.
You were gone?
Yeah, I was just gone. One day to the next. Sold everything. Sold everything I had at the time. It was just like a whole bunch of Supreme stuff and a whole bunch of Flyknit runners, which were cool at the time. And Jordans. I just sold a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, I need some money just to survive
keep me
in
afloat.
Miami.
Yeah.
So I did that, moved, and yeah, Miami was great. When we first opened up the store, it was crazy. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Like, the lines, the people, like, people were actually, like, the fans, like, the fandom that Round 2 had and the cult following.
Was insane.
Insane. Like, someone was like, yo, I drove 17 hours to come here. I'm like, why?
I would say that shit all the time, bro.
Like,
It's true.
why, bro? Like, I'm here with my like, my daughter was just born and my wife. I'm like, bro, go home. What are you doing here? Like, you have a newborn. Like, you drove 17 hours. So yeah, and it just, Round 2 also just introduced me to a whole different side of the industry, business-wise, that was different from Stadium Goods. So yeah, I started my journey at Round 2 Miami. You know, same thing, the sales floor. No one really knew that I knew how to authenticate other than Stellan. And I didn't really want to do much because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just like, bro, I got a job in a new city. Like, I'm chilling. So I was just working there every day. And then here and there when, like, Russo would step off or, like, Stellan wasn't there or Pregler, like, I'd be like, man, it's $200. Like, here. And then Russo would come out and be like, yo, who bought this? I'm like, oh, I bought this for this. He's like, you got someone to give us for that? I'm like, yeah. He's like, bro, I give people like this much. I'm like, bro, it's just how you talk to people. Like, so I was just doing like little buys here and there. He was like, all right, shadow me. Shadowing him, doing buys whenever he wasn't there, or whenever like one of the buyers went on break. And then from there, from the sales associate, then I became a buyer with Stellan and Daniel.
Shout out Daniel, bro.
Yeah, Daniel, GOAT. Daniel was like so ahead of his time, like still is.
Yeah, I remember that homie Daniel Mena.
Yeah,
I hired him, and I stuck my neck out for him, and I told him he's gonna be the truth.
Yeah,
and I just from DMs, like we would DM each other all the time, and I just knew he was into like cool stuff that nobody was into, like random like shit.
Yeah, Daniel was the man. Like, if Daniel cared about the internet and like really posting his stuff, like Daniel would have been like hidden or down, because like he's this kid from like Hialeah who, again, like a lot of people in Miami. Why I love people from smaller cities when they like are into stuff like this, like really niche stuff, is because they're not jaded by it, because it's not accessible to them. So like if they really like it, like they really like it, because they have to spend hours on their internet to learn, learn and just grab information, and like that shit, I admire that so much, because it's like this is, they're not too cool to say that I don't know nothing. They'll do the research.
Yeah.
So that was a cool thing to see from Miami. Like, I got a different aspect coming from like a big city to like a smaller city, and seeing like how people maneuvered and how like they really cared for the stuff that they liked. That gave me like a whole brand new like perspective on things.
No, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, because Daniel was like in my DMs. Like we would just go back and forth, just like
Yeah, his collection was crazy. Like
yeah.
when he first started working, I'm like, he had MoMA Air Force Ones, and I'm like, how does a kid from Hialeah have MoMA Air
Yeah.
Force Ones or like crazy rap tees? You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, this kid gets it, but
Yeah.
you can tell that like he really, really cared about it.
Yeah.
And like when you have employees like that really care for something, it just the ship runs itself. You
Yeah, I
know?
remember he shot me his resume and I gave it to Russo and I'm like, yo, hire this kid no matter what. And then he goes, it's like, do you know him? And I was like, honestly, bro, I've never met him. And I was like, but I think he'll be fine. And then he was just like, you put your name out for him? And I'm like, 100%.
Yeah, yo, Daniel was ahead of his time, man.
Yeah.
Ahead of his time.
I just went off like that, like literally just based off like our combos. Never felt like a bad vibe from him, and I was just like,
Nah, really good kid.
yeah. And
Really
he was
good
just like,
kid.
yo, please, bro. He's like, he literally I think I still have the DM because I never deleted it. I know I'm not cool, like blah blah blah, like I don't post, blah blah, but I'll be a good worker.
The
Like pretty much,
coolest guy.
just, like,
Mind you, he's the coolest guy ever.
yeah, like just shot me
Coolest
like this,
guy.
like kind of emotional like thing, and I was like, all right, bro, I'll put in the word.
Yeah, because it's like I'd rather have now that I've ran stores and stuff like that. I'd rather have a good kid like that than someone who's like on Instagram lit, because it's like they're not really gonna work.
Yeah. It's like the shit that I said about New York on the
We-
BK interview,
oh
bro.
yeah,
Just-
like
yeah.
we've
Yeah.
all seen it. Like bro, people aren't so entitled. Like very.
You know what's
entitled.
funny, bro? The Instagram Avengers that Russo fucking pulled together. But you know what's funny is like, did you guys have such a fucking cool staff?
Oh,
Or,
our
like, when you had Kelly,
Kelly,
you had
Skinny,
you,
me,
Daniel.
and I forgot. I think that was it. And,
At
and
the
then
start.
Pregler and Stellan.
Yeah, right. You don't need those two. I'm kidding. But I'm saying like that initial Miami staff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
It's because it's like, it was like a group of like kids that didn't care about the hype, but was in it. Like, we didn't care who you were, what you had. Like, if we
Yes.
can have a decent conversation with you and you're a good person, like, we're gonna rock with
yeah,
you.
and then Skinny was running around with those crazy undercover jeans with 85s on,
Yeah.
like.
And
bro.
again, like, yo, I shout out to the people in Miami, because like, I didn't expect them to be that well versed and like well dressed when it came to like
Yeah.
streetwear, but they were on it. Like, it made me like, because I'm coming from New York, like.
You're so used to it.
Yeah.
It's right
yeah,
there.
you know what I mean? And
Literally.
also it's like, I'm going to Miami, like I don't have to really dress like that. Like, I'm gonna just do like white tee, jeans, and like some cool kicks. Like, I'll just do that because like no one in Miami is gonna get it or understand it. Like, who am I gonna like dress for, right? Then I get to work and it's like, oh, these motherfuckers are dressing.
Yeah.
Like dressing.
Bro,
you know?
Kelly had Chrome Hearts tatted before Chrome
Yeah,
Hearts was cool.
Kelly was wearing
Yeah.
Chrome Hearts, like, and that's the crazy thing that, again too, like Skinny, Kelly, Dan, like they were on Chrome Hearts early, like
yeah.
before,
like,
bro. We were
like,
selling.
pre-pandemic.
I remember we were selling Chrome Heart tees at Round 2 Miami for $40.
Yeah, I remember it's because Russo was into it too. Russo
Russo
had the Chrome Hearts collection before Chrome Hearts. Was
Yeah,
Chrome
Russo
Hearts.
had this. He had this crazy like zip up with the thermal inside. That's like super rare because they don't like make it anymore. And he was like raving about it. He's like, yo, you see like the hardware on it. And then him and Daniel started to geek out about it. And then Skinny, like everyone just started geeking out about it. So we're like, yo, why don't we just take Chrome Hearts? So, you know, and it's Miami. These people have a boatload of the designer stuff that they don't know the price of it, or they don't even care for it. Like, yo, it's just taking up space in my second apartment. Like, I want to get rid of it. Like, I've just been sitting down with it. I don't want, like, just whatever you want to give me. I just want to sell it all in one big swoop because I'm like, I want to clean out this apartment. I've been holding this close for years. So people would come and, like the amount of clothes we had was insane. And then, again, the pricing back then was completely different. Like, 2018, sneakers and clothes was completely different. So, yeah, we have Chrome Heart tees for $40. Like, and then that's the thing about Round 2 is like once you put something out and people see that you're buying it, they're like, oh, you buying this? Yeah. Yo, bring us more. Oh, cool. Yeah, yo, I have so much. And then shout out my boy Kirk, who is the vintage god now. He was bringing me crazy amount of Chrome Hearts, like crazy, like silver tag 2007 Chrome Hearts stuff, like. And we were literally buying, and then we did the Round 2 thing. You buy $40.
Put it at
go,
80.
Put it at 80.
Yeah.
And then we start wearing it, and then everyone starts asking about it. Now I'm just Oh, what Chrome Hearts am I wear today? Pull it out, boom. Yo, can I get credit for this? Yeah, and we just swap it out, and we're just wearing Chrome Hearts. But that, like, I was very, very impressed with, like, how everyone, like, was dressing. I was like, damn, I gotta step my game up. Because, again, I sold everything. Like, I sold everything to come and move to Miami, so now I have nothing. So it's like, all right, time to lock in. So then I just started getting cool with everybody around in the city and then just getting my plugs up, like, and just buying heavy. And then I remember one time, again, like, Russo didn't know anything about me besides my resume, right? So one day when the Yeezy Static 700s came out, I remember I came to round 2 and I had like 15 pairs of them. And he's like, how do you have so much sneakers? I'm like, yo, bro, like, this is like what I do. Like, I resell, you know what I mean? This is the world I come from. So I just got cool with everybody, just being a normal guy. And when you're just a normal, cool guy, people want to help you out and they look after you. So, like, I just got plugged in everywhere. And I was just, 2018 Miami was crazy. I was backdooring everywhere. Shout out to y'all that held me down. Because y'all really helped me make some money when I first moved to Miami. Like, I was going crazy in Miami. And it was so easy because people were, like, so starstruck. Like, they come into round 2 and they're going to leave with something. Because it's like, again, they drove so far. And then we're on the beach. So even for locals, it was a drive. Like, it'd be 45 minutes an hour to get on the beach.
I still to this day don't understand Miami. Yeah, that
it
shit
was on
like
South Beach.
So that's not like a local area?
No, it's like Times Square.
I've never been to Miami, so
South Beach is like Times Square.
Yeah.
And mind you, I ended up moving to South Beach later on, and I'm like, this is hell. Because like you got spring breakers, right? You have Memorial Day weekend, and you have Oceans Ave, where it has every single bar. Like, you got Mangoes, Fat Tuesdays. So everyone there is just drunk and sunburned.
It's like the
fried.
Vegas Strip.
Yeah, they're fried because of like they've just been drinking all day, and that sun is hitting you all day. Like, they're just cooked.
Yeah.
So like the characters that would come in was hilarious.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
I never understood Miami. I still don't understand Miami.
Like, but then you had the locals who like, yo, I'm driving 45 minutes an hour to the beach,
Make it worth it.
and I'm not going to the beach. I have to buy something.
Yeah.
Like, I have to grab something. So, bro, everything was just flying off the shelf. Everything. Like, it don't matter what price we put it at. It was gone.
Yeah, I
Gone.
remember when he would make us hit us up and be like, yo, can you box Bape up and send it to Miami? I'd be like, yeah, sure, why not, bro?
Bro, it was gone. Bro, we were set, like, calls to it. Because, again, it's like these people never had access to it. So now you're giving access to a state. Not even, like, just Miami. A state of Florida. Like, people were driving from Orlando, Tampa, Tallahassee, even Atlanta. Like, people were just driving because, like, there's nowhere to go. Like, in the Southeast, there's nowhere to go. So people, like, it was just crazy. Onto Miami was insane. Insane. I had such a blast. Such a blast. Like, and the stories is just crazy.
What's the craziest round to Miami story?
Round 2 Miami story?
Or the funniest?
The funniest that you're just like, bro, I can't believe that shit happened.
Damn. I want to see if I want to out somebody.
Just like something cool that happened that you're just like, oh shit, like.
I mean, there was a lot of cool things. Again, like, Miami is like the hub for like celebrities. So we had literally anybody and everybody walk in at a random time. Like, Bad Bunny, before Bad Bunny was Bad Bunny, like when he had the shaven head and the green hair, like, he was popping up all the time. Anuel, when he just got out of jail, the first thing he did was come to round 2 with Karol G. And, like, I remember we had to close down the store, and there was pandemonium outside. Like, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people with their phone out waiting for him to come outside. And, like, he's just shopping because he's like, yo, I just got out of jail. I want Jordans. So, like, it was like that. Like, at any given moment, like, someone's going to walk in. But superstar level, you know? So, like, that was the crazy part. And, again, like, I feel like round 2 Miami helped the city understand how to, like, take care of people and, like, really look out for one another, which, again, in Miami wasn't really a thing. Like, there's a lot of, like, pockets and groups of people that don't really, like, clash or, like, come together. And I feel like maybe maybe this is my point of view, but I feel like round 2 helped a lot of people like become friends, because it's like you're gonna see them around 2, or like you're gonna know me who knows them, who's in that more like Skinny or like Kelly. So it's like we all became friends, so it just helped round 2 just grow.
It was like a melting pot.
Yeah. Everyone came together, like skaters, people that didn't really like sneakers, people that love sneakers, people that love vintage. So it was cool to see that, like the growth of the city. And again, like 2018, Miami was a completely different city. Like it's nothing near what it was now.
Sure.
Like now you got like Design District and everything, you know, Art Basel was such a big thing. Like when I was in Miami in 2018, or even like 2016 when I was going out there, like Art Basel was like still for the locals. Now you got everybody flying in to do something at Art Basel.
It's like what you do in December.
Yeah,
Literally
exactly.
go to Art Basel.
But yeah, Miami was cool, man. I love Miami. And then the nightlife in Miami was crazy. So getting cool with those fools was like a whole different world. And you know, Stellan was the first one to get cool with them. Stellan loved to party. Loved to party. Like he loved having a good time. Like that was his thing. I remember one time he like finessed a way for us to go to Fontainebleau for New Year's. Bro, when I tell you, the guy that invited us to the table was like, yo, last year we spent $250,000 on alcohol. This year we're going to go $300,000 and we're going to try to finish everything. And me and Stellan are in this spot like, what?
Fuck.
Like Louis XIII by the bottles. Like bottles. Dom Perignon by the bottles. And I'm looking at Stellan, I'm like, how did you get this? What did you do? Like, I don't even want to know, bro. Like, I don't even want to know. But it was fun, like. And in Miami, it's 2 different lives. So you had the nightlife. You can live that life, or you can live like with the locals, like, and just chill and do like cool stuff. Go to the beach, go to your local like bar, you know. So I like, once I started falling more into the Miami life, I figured out like Miami has different pockets of things. So it was cool.
Didn't all you guys go to the Dior fashion show?
Oh, yeah, and then we went to the Dior. Oh, yeah,
For
Kim
the Jordan
Jones.
ones. Yeah, I remember that.
Bro, Kim Jones pulled up one day.
I heard that. The story, I don't know how true it is. You could tell the full one, but I heard that Sean got invited and that Kim pulled up to you guys and was just like, hey, all you guys can come, and that Sean was like furious because he thought he was the only one. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I don't know.
So this is what happened.
That's what I heard, bro. This
is what happened, right? So, mind you, none of us, now this is like, we're already probably like 6 months.
This is like 2019, I think.
Yeah, we're probably like a year in already. We have some time into the store already being open. A lot changed. Like, some people got fired, people left. Like, that store also got like messy. Because, you know, Russo left, and then Russo had to put certain people in charge, and just like, we all know what happens when you put the wrong people in charge. But yeah, so I haven't seen Sean probably like almost in a year. And then there's some people that have never met him. And it's funny because you know, Skinny lives on the internet. So Skinny already peeped it. Yeah. He's like, bro, Sean's here for Art Basel. Like, I know he's not stopping by the store. Didn't stop by the store at all, right? He's like, I know this fool wants to go to the Dior show. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, bro, Dior's having their show here in Miami. Like, they're gonna preview the Jordan 1s. Like, everyone's gonna be here for that. Like, we have to figure out how to get there and try to get pairs. And I'm like, all right, Skinny, like, relax. Skinny gets too hyped up. Like, he'll go on a tangent. You have to calm him down. I'm like, all right, bro, relax. Like, I'm a try my best to get us to the show. He's like, bro, like, I need to be at the show. And then Daniel, this is like when I knew I had to try to figure something out, because Daniel really wanted to go. And Daniel is not vocal about like the things he wants to do. And he's like, yo, bro, I need to go. Like, I need to go. I was like, all right, bet. I'm going to figure it out. Like, it's on me to figure out how the fuck we're going to get 10 people to the Dior show. So Sean had flew in. He hit me up. He's like, yo, can you bring something to my hotel for tonight's show? Like, they dropped it off at the store. And I'm like, damn, it's 3 in the afternoon. I still got to, like, run the store. Like, we don't have a buyer. He's like, no, it's cool. Like, just come. They'll be all right.
That sounds like
Right? And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, let me see. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna ask him like, yo, what's up with the show? So I go drop it off to him. Mind you, he told me to drop it off at the front desk. I didn't even see him. Like, the plan was for me to see him, and he was like, oh yeah, by the way, if you want to come too, like you're good to come. And I'm like, all right, bro. Like, one, I didn't ask you, but two, you probably feel guilty because like I'm doing you this favor, and like now you want to feel like you're gonna try to get me in, which I already knew I was gonna get in. Like, I already had my homie who told me I was good. I was just more so trying to figure out how I can get everyone else in. So he was like, oh, did you get invited? I'm like, yeah, I got invited. He's like, oh, cool. So I'm gonna see you there. And then I'm like, yo, so like, can you hit him up to see what the rest of the store can get there? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do. Didn't hear from him. So then the next day, Kim Jones walks in. Everyone starts freaking out. Mind you, he walks into the so this is round 2 vintage that opened up now. So now we split up round 2 into 2 separate entities. And now we have a vintage store across the street, which was the dumbest thing ever to ever do. Like, taking vintage out of the main stores and opening up 2 different stores was the dumbest thing ever. Like, that was the downfall of round 2. That was the beginning of the downfall. Because, like, once that customer walks out the store, there's no guarantee they're going to go across the street and walk in and buy something.
not even that. I always said that too, where the point of it was buying this Jordan and then getting a $40 vintage tee and walking out and boom, double purchase.
Package deal. Like, oh, these are fire, bro. Yo, you know what's crazy? I just seen a vintage tee that I wanted to get to wear with this. Like, yo, go check it out. And boom, now you up in the sale. Once you remove that element, it was over. And also, the reason why round 2 worked, like we mentioned earlier, was a melting pot. So you have a whole bunch of different people shopping. But there was always that one group that was into everything. Like vintage, like sneakers, like Bape, like all this. And it's like, this is home for me because I can just literally live in here for the day and find something, you know? So once you remove that and like you segregated people, now you got vintage heads over here and now you got sneaker heads and streetwear people over here. Like, it ruined everything. Because now it's like, all right, so your homie that is into sneakers, yo, I'm gonna see you at the corner at the restaurant once you finish. I'm gonna see if they got some sneakers here, or I'm gonna check out some tees and try to sell some tees here. Like, it was a mess, but that's besides the point. So then Kim Jones walk in, and everyone starts freaking out, and I'm like, yo, you guys need to relax. So I go across the street to the vintage store. Mind you, I'm helping him out. He's like, yeah, a good friend of mine, Briss, he told me to pop by. I wanted to check it out. A couple of my assistants were here the other day shopping, and then also one of my personal friends. She came in like the week before. So this is how we found out that Dior was gonna have a show. She was casting people to be models. So Skinny was, they had asked him to come out to do a casting because they wanted to use him on the runway. So that's how we found out before everybody else. So she had like hooked Skinny up with a ticket, and then I was like, yeah, but the rest of my staff, I told Kim Jones, like, yo, the rest of my staff is like, you think you can, like, is there a way to help us out? And he was like, oh yeah, no problem, that's easy. Like, text everyone's name to my assistant here. This is her number, and you guys are good. We're gonna make sure you're good. Like, don't worry about it. And I'm thinking like, he just like, the seats are gonna be like whatever. We're just gonna get in, bro. When I tell you we get in there and we're sitting front row, like, at the Dior show, is crazy. And then what made it even better, we had better seats than Sean and Russo.
That show's funny, bro. Like, we were in New York watching, and all their posts, literally, because we all followed each other. It's all these fools and the model walking right behind, right in front of it.
Right, literally right there. I'm sitting next to
I think
Don
Skinny
C,
was like next to a Laylee May or something.
A Laylee May, like, we're sitting next to, and I'm just like, I do not belong here.
That show was the funniest thing ever, bro.
Like, and mind you, like, we're streetwear kids, and this is when streetwear is growing. Like, we know what you're gonna preview. You're gonna preview the Jordan 1s. So we came in our flyest outfits. So like, we looked the part now. Like, so people are asking us like, oh, what do you do? Like, Who invited you? How'd you guys get it? And we're like, we work at round 2. Like we're really like we're no like in the grand scheme of things in your world we're really nobody.
We're retail workers.
Yeah, we're just retail workers. You know what I mean? But that was like the cherry on top that we had better seats than them. And it's like
I remember, bro. I clear, and I remember somebody sent me a picture again, bro. I'm sorry, Sean. I love you, but somebody sent me a picture of Sean. I probably still have the picture because he had the whole fit. Like they sent him a fit.
They sent him the whole fit early,
so he had like
he
had like the Dior bucket hat with the like all over tee, and somebody said your man's is sick over there, and he's just on his phone like this.
That was fire,
bro. And I couldn't stop laughing because like I kind of had the little bit of like lore of the story, but again, I didn't care enough to like do it. But it was just when I saw all of them, and they're like, hey, and they sent me the picture of Sean on his phone, and they're like, your man's is sick over there.
It was fire, and everyone had when I tell you, the staff had a great time.
That shit was funny, bro.
They had a great time because like Kelly got in. She was like 17 at the time, right? And it's open bar, so like for most of them, like this is their first event, like to go to. Again, like
they peaked too early.
Yeah, like yo, I come from New York City, so like going to like events for brands and stuff like that was like it was cool. Like I already knew that world, so to see them like have genuine fun was literally the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, that's
you have like these quiet kids going to the open bar, like I want 4 drinks, and I'm like, you got Carlos walking with like 5 drinks.
They
like
all
the
got
quietest, the most quietest kid ever. 5 drinks, getting turned, and I'm like, yo, this is what it's all about. You know what I mean? Like this is like the reason why like we work at stores like this. This is why we work so hard for like moments like this. So like, and you guys can attest to it. Like that's why we tried our best to like help the staff out and do little things for them like that, because we knew like we can't give you a raise. Like they're not gonna give you a raise. You know what I mean? Like
it was like if we ate, you all eat.
Yeah, so it's like if I'm getting invited somewhere and I can get you in, I'm gonna do my best to do that. If my homie's like, yo, which became a thing. Like my homies at KIF, where I used to backdoor at KIF crazy. Like, but they would be like, yo, does someone from your staff want one? And I would like every release, like if someone really wanted one, I would be like, yo, like, can you hold this person down? Like, yo, next week, all right, you want this shoe, next week is your turn. So like, that's what we did. You know what I mean? We all looked out for each other. And that sense of family like really, really grew. Especially because like, bro, I spent days and hours in that store. Like, bro, pandemic Miami, I worked for like a year and a half straight every day. Like, open to close every day. Because like, there was so much stuff that happened in the store. Like, people got fired, and like someone had to step up. So they had like, Luke had really like pushed me into that role and was like, which I was kind of mad about because it took them so long for me to get there. Again, like, there's a lot of empty promises that happen at round 2. And again, I'm very big on loyalty, right? So I did my best to stick it out all the way through with them because, like, no matter what people got to say about anybody at round 2, any other owners or anything like that, like, Russo held me down when, like, I literally had nowhere to sleep. Like, he would be like, yo, you can sleep in my guest bedroom if you want. Like, if you really need somewhere to sleep, like, you can sleep here. You know what I mean? Like, on days, when I had days off and I had nothing to do, he'd be like, yo, let's take the jet skis out. Like,
the jet skis.
Like, we out. You
know? Yeah, bro. I remember I would see that shit on the internet. And I was like, man, and we're over here freezing in New York.
It'd be December, the week before Christmas.
I swear to you,
me and Russo had Mondays off. He'd be like, yo, we're taking the jet skis out. Like, pull up. And we go. He let me drive the G-Wagon whenever I wanted. Like, take the jet skis out. When he wasn't in town, if I wanted to take the jet skis out, because Sean bought it. When they first moved, they all bought jet skis. Mind you, Sean was... So ready for the jet skis.
Russo had a crib.
Russo had a crib, and then they kept it at one of the harbors. Mind you, Sean bought a jet ski and only rode it twice because he never showed up to Miami.
Sean shit. Literally Sean shit.
Like he would never show up to Miami. You know what I mean? Which is... Thank God. But so we had 2 jet skis, and available for use at any moment. So it's like I kind of adopted that, like looking out for the employees from like Russo, because Russo's like the one that instilled that with me. Like, again, no matter what people have to say, like Russo really looked out whenever he could. And again, everyone's perspective of what happened with round 2 is different. But Russo, every Wednesday, he took the whole staff out to play soccer.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Every Wednesday.
I remember we would all look at Luke and be like, "What's up, bro?"
Yo,
I swear to you.
yo, every Wednesday, rooftop soccer in Brickell. Like, you're overseeing all of Miami playing on a rooftop. Like, so like those experiences when round 2 Miami first started and Russo was still there, like it was fire. Like I was living, bro. It was like living in a dream. Like I understood the fandom and like the lore behind round 2 more, you know? And then bowling, every Monday's bowling, you know what I mean? Like it was cool, like to be a part of round 2, and bro, everybody wanted in. Everybody wanted in. People would be like, yo, when you guys hiring? Like, yo, you guys are lit, doing cool shit every day, bro, eating out at the best restaurants. Like it was new for Miami. Because, again, they're a smaller city, so they've never seen it. So we kind of, like, showed them a whole different lifestyle when it came into, like, these small retail shops. But, yeah, that was fun. Round 2 Miami was fun.
Yeah, I feel like that's what made round 2 special. It was the melting pot of the hangout area.
Yeah.
Again, like, even how you said when you came to New York and check it out and saw all the resellers, it's like, I was like, yeah, bro, go make your money, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like,
It was fire. And again, like Miami wasn't on like the reselling wave. There was only probably a group of 10, 15 people that would come and like understood what round 2 was. It was like, all right, I'm gonna grab this brick, trade it in for store credit, and I'm gonna go sell it somewhere else. So that we helped that as well. Like round 2 helped like a lot of young kids. Cause again, like most of the kids that came in, they were super young. And they were just getting into reselling. Like when Daniel started working at round 2, he was probably like what, 19, 20? Like he was a kid, and he was only into it for like 3-5 years, you know. Which in the grand scheme of things of like sneakers, like that's not that long to be into it. Like I've been in sneakers since 2005. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like to see him and see where he was at, and like see his friends like develop this new concept and be like, oh, all right, there's a way to make money, cool. And then for us to teach them how to do it, or like even just be the gateway to do it, like that was cool to see from Miami. That was amazing. But yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, so 2020, I was working every day because Miami did not close. Like pandemic did not exist in Florida at all. Like we shut down March, like everybody. By April 11th, we were already in the store doing lives. Like
I remember the lives.
doing raffles and lives, because they're like, yo, you're the only store that can work. Like, let's go. Like, get to work. And I'm like, fuck it. Like, I'd bring my dog in. It'd be me, Daniel, because at this time, me and Daniel were running the store now. It was me, Daniel, and like whatever employee wanted to work. We were in there, phone, live. Yo, we got this shoe, $600. Boom, gone, sold.
So like, I was doing whatnot before whatnot.
No, literally.
Pretty much, yeah.
Literally. Like, curbside pickup, all that. We were doing all that, shipping. And it'd be me and Daniel, like I have the pictures. It'd be like the whole front of the store, 40 boxes, 50 boxes of shoes or T-shirts or something, you know?
That whole concept started with Harvey and Crack.
Yeah.
Literally, they started,
Bro,
you couldn't sell, so they were...
Pandemic, their raffles...
Insane, bro. Insane. I would watch them just because of the comedy.
Again,
like that shit was a show in
rest
itself.
in peace, my man, Crack, legendary, bro. The amount of money he made during pandemic off raffles needs to be studied.
Yeah. He low key invented the concept of whatnot,
bro.
Like,
and not only like the amount of money he was making, but the finesse to like just keep doing it
every
like,
fucking day, bro.
Every day, like. People were, it's basically gambling. You're gambling.
The live raffles.
Live raffles, gambling. Like, bro, it was to the point I even entered once, and I won a PS5 for $50.
Yeah, Worky won a PS5 for $50 too.
$50. You know what I'm saying? But he probably made $2,000 off that. And not only that, because it's like, bro, when you got all these people sending you money to your Cash App, then your Cash App gets banned. So just like, again, like the way New Yorkers work is crazy.
They were making so much bread that they were paying people for their cash
They were
apps.
paying people like, yo, I'll give you $500 to use your Cash App for tonight. Like, yeah, like I don't even use Cash App. Cool, give me 500. Boom. Yo, today, new Cash App, send the money here. And like just the little tricks and finesses to like, whenever they came to like an obstacle, they
figure it out.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Something
Yo,
else.
if I can't jump over it, I'm gonna go through it. If I can't go through, I'm gonna go around it. Like they were always figuring something out.
Right.
So then we did something like that, and then bro, we kept the store alive. Like we were making money during the pandemic, bro. Like so much money. When we opened back up like in end of April. Yeah, because we were only closed for a month. We opened back in April, and when we opened back up, Miami was on fire because
You guys were the place to go.
Yeah,
we were the
nobody else
only
was
place
open.
to go, and tickets were $40.
Fuck.
So you had
Oh, yeah, nobody
people
was flying.
from
Yeah.
Detroit, Michigan that never took a vacation ever in their life. Now they can go to Miami for $40. They're going with their whole friends, and they're making the stimulus checks and unemployment. They're making
Free
$1,200 a week. So now they're like, oh, yo, I'm going to just go to Miami and cash out, ball out. Bro, there was a time that, and this is when, like, the dunks were going crazy.
Oh yeah.
Fuck all.
So,
the
bro, I was
colors.
buying Syracuse and St. John Ducks for like $200-$300, selling them for $450. Literally the next day, I'd buy them for what I sold them the day before.
For
and then-
$600.
And then put them up for $600. Bro, I was selling Dunks for $600-$700 during the pandemic.
Easy money.
Like Babe Tees. This is what, bro, Babe Tees $150, $200 easy, all day long.
Yeah.
Like, I remember there was this one day during the pandemic. It was a Friday, I'll never forget. We literally cleared like $60K cash profit.
Fuck.
Like crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, all right, we got to fill this store up. Like, so now I'm buying crazy, and it didn't even matter. Like, anything I was spending $30K daily, $40K, $50K, because it was gone. Literally, we were making it back the next day. Like, no problem, no problem. Because people were like, yo, I need a fit to go to Fountain Blue. I need a fit to go to Live. I need to go to Story. I need to go here. I need to go here. Any club, round two dressed everybody. Because people were just coming in and spending their stimulus checks at round two. Like, it was insane. Like, reselling was so much fun then. So much fun.
It was so easy because everybody had bread.
So easy. No one fought about prices, nothing.
Literally, just like, all right, bet I'll take
The
it.
money people were spending during
Nothing.
because we opened like in late June, and bro, we had a line out the door every single day from 12 to 7.
Yo, it's crazy. And then now at this point, we had closed down the store across the street, and we had moved the main store and Vintage together in the bigger store. So we had the Dash store, which again, like, dumbest thing ever.
The Kim
The
Kardashian.
old,
Kim Kardashian store.
They
So it
really
was like a
wanted it.
flex.
They wanted it because they were like, "Oh, this is Kim Kardashian's old store," and I'm like, "Bro, it's a fucking
was the
closed down
worst-
store."
It was
the
the
reason
worst
why they
flex
left
ever.
there.
The worst flex ever.
Now it's a fucking bagel spot or whatever
Yeah.
it is now.
The rent there was $20K, and then we were paying rent for the store across the street, which was $14K. So we were spending $34K a month on rent to say we got
The Dash
the
store.
Dash store.
I still remember that, and I was just like, "Okay, good times, good times."
Anyways, so then it was on me and Daniel to make all that money back every single day. Like, I'm telling you, yo, I don't know how we did it. Like, if it wasn't for the staff, I would have been left. Cause like, again, I was living in there, working every day. Like, and I know you guys were going through the same thing in New York, working every day. Also, cause it was like, at a certain point, the store becomes yours. You know what I mean? Especially like, I was there when you built it. I was there when we first opened. I was there when, like, in Miami, when there was hurricanes, they didn't call a company to put up shutters and
They
sandbags.
called the staff. I remember that too,
It was
bro.
me,
Skinny
Daniel,
would send me videos. Can't believe this shit,
Skinny, Dre, the security guard.
bro. Yes.
Milwaukee. Brr, brr, brr.
Yeah,
I swear
would-
to you, I would get those videos and they'd be like, I can't
Bro,
believe
I
this.
the security guard round to Miami, shout out Dre, greatest security guard ever. That's like one of my closest friends now, best friends. His dad had to come and help us. We took his dad's tools to put up shutters for the hurricanes, and sandbags. So like when I tell you I put blood, sweat, and tears into that store, I literally put blood, sweat, and everybody put blood, sweat,
Bro,
and
that
tears
shit
into
was
that
so
store.
funny. I would just because we didn't deal with that, but I remember the Skinny would send the videos or Danny would send the videos. Yeah.
Like if there was a leak, I was like, we were the one fixing it. If anything that went on, we were the one fixing it because they didn't want to call nobody.
Yeah.
They didn't want to call nobody. They were trying to find the cheap way out. So then it's like, all right, I got to figure this out. Or like I have to now, the next guy that comes in, yo, you want an AC company? Yo, bro, you want to discount these shoes? Like this AC is
Ass.
Bro, our AC was out for one summer. It was 95 degrees every day in there. Hell. And they didn't want to fix it because where we were at in South Beach, you needed a permit to close down the street because the ACs on South Beach are on top of the buildings.
Oh,
so you
shit.
needed to close the street to get a crane to lift the AC to fix it.
What the
So
fuck?
just the permit itself is like 30, 40K. So they're like, nah, it's fine. We'll talk to the landlord and see if he can fix it. Bullshit. So like I had to really like every customer that came in, yo, you do ACs? Yo, you do ACs? Yo, you do ACs? And like, bro, and every year I would try a new AC guy out to figure out like, all right, which is a good AC guy to keep him on fucking payroll whenever this shit goes down. Like, and then at a certain point they were like, oh, we're not gonna pay for it. So then I had to pay them through sneakers. Yo, I'll give you a discount. Yo, like, I was even taking pairs out of my personal stuff sometimes to like, here, like, bro, like, this $300 loss, I'll take it to get some fucking AC in here. Like, I was dying. So like,
Working with no AC is crazy, bro.
in Miami. So yeah, so like when that store closed down, that shit hurt because it's again like we all put in pain, and especially like the way like it all worked out. Like, so at the time, this is like right after pandemic. This is when you're like, oh, I'm about to leave to LA. Like, I think I want to move back to LA. So then Luke is like, damn, I need to figure out somebody who can fucking run New York City. Like, I need someone I can trust. So then he had offered me the job, but at the time, like, reselling in Miami was so good, and like the $25 an hour that I was making, no tax in Miami was beautiful. So I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I was gonna buy a house in Miami. Like, I was ready to retire and like just chill in Miami for the rest of my life. But every time I told Luke no, he'd come back with a bigger offer. And then it literally came down to the point where like even 2 weeks before I moved back to New York, he's like still offering me stuff. And going back to the loyalty thing, like this is when D1 was about to open up. They had hit me because I've known Danny and Simon for 10 years now, yeah, because of Stadium Goods. I remember when Danny like first was riding his bike with pairs of sneakers, like pulling up, like, yo, here, like,
Consign this.
yo, can you consign this? I can't wait in line. I gotta go. So like that's how we like got cool with consigners, because it's like we understood they were always on the go. So it's like, bro, you don't gotta wait online. Just come, drop off your 20 pairs of sneakers. I'm gonna input them
When I get to it.
when I
Yeah.
can. It's like, yo, bless. Like, I got you with a coffee. You know what I mean? Like, so we were just helping each other out. So I knew Danny through that. And then he made Shatter Backboard Ones. Like, you can ask him. He made a killing off Shatter Backboard Ones. Oh, geez. Like, that's what really put him on the map. Like, he made his first real big check off that, and he took that shit running. And then, so around like March of like 2020 or 2021.
2021.
Yeah, March 2021.
Because I dubbed them in February.
Yeah. So around that time, my lease was ending in Miami. So I was trying to figure out like, all right, am I going to buy a house? Am I going to get another apartment? Or am I going to move back to New York? Those are like the three decisions I had. I was talking to Danny and Simon. They were on the phone with me like almost every day. Like, I remember, I still have the contract in my email. They had sent me the contract. They're like, yo, like, we really want to run with you. Because I always played around with Danny. I'm like, damn, bro, you get too much money. Like, let me get a job. Like, that was my joke with Danny. And that's like my joke with all the resellers. He's like, watch one day, like, I'm gonna shoot your job off.
He would always say that, bro. He's
like, one day, like, don't play around, because one day, like, it's gonna happen. So that he had called me one day. He's like, yo, today's the day. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm shooting you a job offer. Like, I'm like, oh shit. He said, yeah, I'm about to open up a store with Simon. This is what this is what it's gonna be. I'm like, yo, that's fire. Yeah. I'm like, yo, let's talk. Let's get to it, because I understood how organized they were, and also, like, is that a fly? I also knew, like, how good they were with money. Yeah. So it was like, it never was like a thought of like, oh, this is not going to be successful. It's more so like, how can I help them grow? Because they already got the back end down, which was like round two's problem.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
Like the back end of round two was shit. It was horrible. Like, which again, you can't fault them. Like they
were learning. Yeah.
3 friends came up of this idea that they didn't even think was gonna go. And it was just, again, growing pains. So you can't really fault them for that, but Danny and Simon figured out, like, what they were doing wrong, we're going to do right. So I knew that if I was going to join Danny and Simon, I would have to bring more of, like, the personality, like, more of, like, the know-how of sneakers. So it was a lot of back and forth, like, trying to decide. What was the deciding factor for me of, like, turning down Danny and Simon was that it was across the street from round two. That was like, again, like going back to the loyalty thing. I'm like, yo, these guys been holding it down for now, 4 years that I've been living in Miami. Like, if it was around the corner, I would have done it. But just being across the street and also like knowing the type of person I am, like, I'm super competitive. So if I go to D1 and you're across the street, my mentality is like, oh, we're gonna be better than you. Like, I'm going to do everything in my power to be better than you guys across the street. Like, because I also want to prove to Danny and Simon that, like, you made the right decision. So I had turned them down, and I was like, yo, I don't think I can do it. Like it didn't seem right. Like, I chose loyalty. You know what I mean? Like, this is this quote that Mike Tyson said, like, you leave with the person you came to the dance with. You know what I mean? So, like, that's what I was choosing. And then around that same time, I guess I had told Luke, like, yo, like, I got a job offer somewhere else. Like, I'm going to be transparent with you. Like, this is what it is, da-da-da. He was like, nah, it's cool. Like, just do what's best for you. That's, like, his favorite line. Do what's best for you. And I'm like, damn, like, I thought it was going to be more like of a word or not. Yo, no, we're going to make sure whatever you. And I'm like, all right, cool. So that was like, again, like I said, there were some things that happened at Round 2 Miami that, like, was kind of like, I just took a mental note of, like, damn, like, I wish you guys would have showed up this way instead of that way. Or, like, again, just empty promises, you know what I mean? So it was like, all right, just add another one to the board. But I ended up taking the job at Round 2 New York because I was missing New York, and then, like, I had to be back for family issues. So I was like, let me go back to New York. I feel like this is, like, where I'm supposed to be. Like, let me follow my gut. So I moved back to New York. And again, Luke makes me go a week early for no reason. Like, oh, I need you to go out there for training. I'm gonna be there on the 17th, flying the 17th. I'm like, all right, cool. We're gonna be in the store. Like, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna go over some things. I get there on the 17th. I call him like, yo, where you at? Oh yeah, I don't land until the 21st. I'm like, bro, you just made me come 4 days early, like, for no reason. So now I pull up to the store, say what up to Briss. Briss like, how long y'all here for? Like, you just chilling? You on vacation? I'm like, nah, Luke told me to come here early. I was like, for training. He's like, bro, what? You didn't tell me nothing. like, why are you here? Like, he's like, you can chill out if you want. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm out of here. Like, so the 4 days while waiting for Luke, I was just partying, like, turning up, eating, hanging out with the guys, getting to know the staff. But yeah, Round 2 New York was fun coming back to New York with, like, a whole different knowledge of, like, the sneaker game and like the business and where like the sneakers were at, and also like the trajectory that round 2 has took at the time was like crazy growth, which I didn't think it was gonna be that, you know. And then me and you talk about this all the time. That summer of 2021,
Best summer.
goated. But yeah, and then I remember telling Luke, because after like the 4 days of me hanging out at round 2 New York and just like seeing how Briss works, because like Briss always came in and like to check up on stuff, like, oh, help us to do something. But I never really seen him interact with customers that he actually knew on a day-to-day basis. He was always interacting with people like that knew him off the internet or that he was just meeting. So it's like that's like a different interaction. But to see him interact with like the people from New York that he built a relationship with the last 4 years was like, oh shit, like, all right, you guys already set the foundation here. Like, there's not really much for me to do on top of like what you guys already done. Is just be myself, basically. So I kind of saw something that could really have a big potential for round 2 to grow even more, which again, I don't really like hitting a ceiling and not seeing anything after that. So I knew that I already reached the highest potential that I could at round 2. Like once you become a buyer, like
That's it.
There's not really much more to do. There's no way more to grow. Like unless you're gonna be a owner, and there's only one person that's done that. So there's nothing else to do. So I was like, all right, it's going back to like, all right, figuring out how, one, to make the staff happy with what we got, and then 2, how can I make myself happy to come into work every day? Because again, like it was this thing where like we were all working every day because we understood like if we weren't at the store, like it probably wasn't gonna do its best. And also it's like we already had a certain way of how to run the store that it was hard to really teach someone else to do it to your level. So I saw an opportunity to, one, learn from Briss and then just add on what I already had in my knowledge of New York City and the people that I knew to add on to what they already done. So I remember going up to Luke and I was like, yo, like I'll take a pay cut. Like if you keep Briss, because this was like when Briss was like about to leave, go back to LA. Like no one really knew what he was gonna do, if he was gonna go work at round 2, if he was gonna start his own thing. Like it was all up in the air. And then like some weird shit went down where like people accused him of like doing different things, and I'm like, damn. Or even like the way his like your exit was like shattering and like mind-boggling to me, because like you were like the golden boy for round 2. Like everyone was like, oh, you got to be like Briss, like Briss. So to see how like they treated you on your way out, it was another like mental note for me, like, all right, like be careful, you know?
Yeah.
So then I'm like, all right, if I can figure out how to keep him and we can like figure out how we can, one, grow the business and also just like help ourselves grow and take it to a whole new level, like I'm down to take a pay cut. So I literally went up to Luke. I'm like, yo, I'll take a pay cut if you keep Briss. Like anything to keep Briss, we were all for. Cause like that's what, as soon as I walked into those doors, that's what everyone was trying to figure out, how to keep Briss. Like Kelly, everybody was like, how are we keeping Briss? Like that's the number one thing. So I was like, all right, if the staff is this passionate about keeping Briss, like I'm gonna do my best to like appease them, right? Especially being you, like you wanna kind of like show that like I'm a part of you guys. And then Luke looked at both of them and was like, nah, I'm good. Because Briss was even down. Briss was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll stay. I mean.
Yeah, till the last day.
Yeah.
I have the video of me giving him my keys. I recorded it. I was just like, all right, this is my last day. And I literally, the last 7
because
o'clock
like
hit.
we were all waiting for Luke to be like, all right, bro, come on, just stay. Like, all right, just stay here.
And I was like, I remember being like so kind of like, damn, like these people are just gonna let me walk. The same thing that they were thinking, I was thinking too. I was like, there's no way Luke's gonna let me walk away.
Bro, there's no way. It's like, yo, Luke, this is Luke's best friend. Like,
and especially after like the combo that I had with him for turning down District 1. I was like, in my head, I was like, there's no way he's letting me walk. There's literally
Bro, like
no.
literally.
And then I was just like, you know what? If he's really going to let me walk, I'm going to record this shit. And I got my phone, and
Bro,
my
it's
keys were always
crazy.
hanging right here. I still have it. I'll send it to you.
Bro, every day,
and
day.
I literally turn around from the counter, record round 2, go like this. You'll see the video. And I grabbed my keys, and I just went like, and I threw my keys in his hand. And that's it. Literally,
That's it.
there was no thank you. Here's a bonus check. No, like take whatever pair of shoes you want.
Bonus check. I didn't see a bonus check.
Well, I was expecting something. I was expecting a thank you.
Thank you for your services.
Thank you. Nothing. I just remember I closed round 2 that day, and we went to go eat at fucking somewhere on Broome Street.
Yeah.
And then
We went to Dudley's.
Dudley's or some shit like that. And then I remember even like that whole time I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a text right now, like. And then I just remember I was
Yeah,
like,
we thought it was all like, because they love to troll. So I thought it was like literally like a bit. I thought they were just like trolling. Like, all right, he's gonna go to LA, take 2 weeks off, come back.
yeah,
and
because I took 2 weeks off. The next morning was my flight to LA.
like he was gonna come in with his coffee in his hand, skateboard. Like, all right, guys, so this is what we're gonna do today, you know? And no, like nothing.
And then I flew out, and then I think 2 weeks passed by, and I came to LA just to chill. And the syndicate is not even a thing yet, like not even an idea, I would say. And then I fly back, and it's Friday night, and I guess like Luke was hearing something about like, oh, like it's not doing as great, blah blah blah. So he hits me, and he's just like, yo, so what are you gonna do with all your free time? Because I had a ton of free time. And then I was just like, I have no plans, bro. And then he's like, you want to come back? He's like, I'll pay you $300 cash a day if you come back. And I was just like, word, I could probably start Monday. On Friday night, I'm chilling. I'm out. I guess word spread across the street that I had told round 2 that I'm coming back. And then Danny hits me and he calls me. He's like, yo, can I talk to you? And he's just like, I'll give you $350 a day.
And he's like, you don't got to do nothing but buy.
He's like, you literally don't have to talk to customers. All you have to do is sit on the counter and validate us. And
That's it.
literally just be like, oh, Briss is across the street.
Just
And
again,
I was
that
just like,
stamp of
I literally was
approval.
like, I don't have to look at numbers. I don't have to do. He's just like, you literally do not have to even open our iPad.
Nothing. Just buy.
And I was
Buy.
just like, I'm in. And then the next morning, it literally, you seen that scene in and You Got Served?
Yeah.
Where Sonny
when
betrays
comes
them.
up, like, yo, Sonny, what up?
I'm coming straight. Luke still expects me to go to round 2, and I can go to District 1.
Bro, and again, I'm thinking it's a troll because I think it is a bit. I'm thinking that these guys, he's just performing, he's just acting. Like, and then
And
we're
then
like,
12 o'clock happens.
open
and-
up, and I'm like, all right, let's see how long he's gonna take it. We're all waiting for him to come, and I'm like, he's not coming. Everyone's like, no, he is. He said he was. Luke is in the back, like trying to figure shit out, like what the fuck is going on. He had left. He's like, I'm going to Soho.
Yeah, and I
then-
just stayed there.
And then like 3 o'clock comes and it's like, yo, Briss just cashed me out across the street. And I'm like, what? He's like, yo, Briss is across the street. Like, why y'all playing? Like, bro, it's to the point the resellers thought we were trolling too.
The whole everybody thought it was
Everybody
like
thought it was a troll.
in cahoots story. Like, because when I was still around 2, I would be like, just go across the street. Tell them that Briss told you that I'll give you 200. I'm sure Demo will give you 220. So everybody thought that it was this crazy scheme of like circulate where we were just like, they were round 2 without the round 2 branding, because I would literally tell people, you want 220? And they'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, I could only give you 200. So just go across the street and be like, Briss offered me 210. And Danny, just to have the shoe, would be like 220.
Bro, what at that time?
So the whole thing fucked everybody up because everybody thought we were just, it was a fix. Like it was
Everyone
just
thought it was a troll. Like it was just a big troll. And like deep down inside, everyone's like, nah, he's there.
yeah,
Like,
because even I still remember, even when Barlow's, the first thing he went to them, he was like, "Where Briss at?" And they all just pointed across the street. And then
everybody be like, yo, it's Briss. I was like, yo, he's at D1. He's like, yo, y'all niggas play too much. I'm like, nah, he works there. He's like, no, he doesn't. Like, stop. I'm like, bro, if you go inside right now and walk in there, Briss is at the counter and he will cash you out. He's like, you're lying. I'm like, bro, go. Like, I'm not even gonna give you an offer. Just go. Go. He's like, yo, Briss really cashed me out. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, he works there. Like,
that was a big troll. That shit was funny. It was so bad because he had no control and he looked at. There was no training, no nothing. It was just like,
bro,
there was no like change of power, I would say. I remember they had some like missing items. He didn't have the codes or nothing to the cameras. Luke never
Nothing.
gave him anything.
I didn't have control.
So
of
anything,
nothing.
sometimes any weird thing would happen, they would run across the street. Yo, Vic needs you across the street, and I would run.
He still had the
I could
cameras
watch-
on his phone. So I'd be like, yo, can you check the cameras for me real quick? Like, I don't know any of the codes of the camera. Yep. He sending me the screenshot. I'd be like, yo, look.
Bro, literally, it was just like to the
For
point
like
where
months.
like, anything they would call me, they would be like, "Oh, just go get Chris," or Vic, or he'll send Nelson and yo, Vic needs you
Yeah,
across the street.
I'd be like, yo, like, he didn't tell me where to send the rent, like how to pay for the rent. He's like,
It was
he'd come in, he's like, I got you. He walk in the store, everybody like, hey, Briss is back. He's working at round 2 again. No, guys, I'm not. Come write me the check. All right, this is who you got to mail it to. Boom, boom. All right, I'm going across the street now.
I still was able to sign checks
Yeah.
5 months after I left. Literally, I would go
Bro.
across the street and just sign a
Just
check.
sign a
and
whole
just-
bunch of checks because Luke didn't put nothing under my name. So like I couldn't sign checks. I couldn't give people checks. So I literally have to call Briss to come from across the street to sign a whole bunch of checks.
Let me tell you something, bro. The amount of like loyalty is just, when you think about it, it's so funny because we had
Bro.
checks, we had all this, like we had so much power. The fact that I would just go across the street, sign a check, and
Bro,
and hope that like, all right, hopefully nothing bad happens, because I would sign like 30 checks and I was
Bro.
already gone.
Mountains of checks, like all signed, just in case I needed it. Like it was
It
crazy.
just circles back to the back end shit.
Yeah, the
just
back end, it was
being-
so-
just
Back
being
end was
what the
fri-
back
yo.
end is.
we and that's what like I try to. It's hard to like explain to people round 2 if you don't know round 2, and explain it more how we went through it, like our perspective on it. I tell a lot of people like we are literally like the grandfathers of buyers in the States. Like the reason why people now go and be like, oh yeah, so if you want to be a buyer at a buy sell trade store, this is how much your salary is because of us, because we set the precedent.
That was too much, bro. To me now as an owner, it just doesn't make sense.
Like
This is when the whole thing of like corporizing, blah blah blah.
Like trying
bro,
to
like
make it a
okay,
bigger
so
thing
the
than it
quick
is.
story comes is the real. The real changed everything for buy sell trade. So I'm at round 2, and this is my first fake attempt. It was a fake, but my fake attempt to leave round 2. Amir, shout out Amir, shout out to him. He gave me my bag. Real comes.
he got
They
arrested.
offered Emil. They offered him $80K, and I was just like, "This is a person making $20 an hour, getting a $80K salary overnight." So he leaves, and I'm like, "Oh, thank you for your work." Blah blah blah. We went out for him. The thing that I expected Luke to do for me, I did for like Amir his last days.
which mind you,
any employee that would leave, we would throw him like a little
we
party.
did every birthdays. Did like we were the ones that were like really holding it down.
So Amir's leaving. We throw his thing. So I asked him like, "Yo, what are you getting?" And he's just like, "Yo, bro, like 80,000, blah blah blah." And I was like, 80,000 to authenticate in a warehouse? And he's just like, "Yeah."
Crazy.
And I was just like, "All right, bet." Didn't think much of it. Round 2's happening, and I hit him up, and I'm like, "Yo, can you give me an interview?" He got me an interview. What was his name? Sean. I think his name was Sean too. The main guy. I met with this other lady. They showed me their whole like facility, and it was crazy. It was like a fucking office. Like it was like an office building. It was corporate. They make me take this stupid ass test, like about authenticating, like shit that I know that I'm like, bro. Amir tells me, he's just like, bro, they were so impressed you got a perfect score, and I was like, bro, it's stupid. Like, what does this
Dumb.
shoe go for? Like, the fuck? Like, I almost felt like this shouldn't be in this game. Like these two, like.
yeah.
It's like me coming from a mom and pop world. This doesn't belong. He's just like, hey, like we can start you off with, I think it was like 90 grand, 95 grand, and like shares of the company. Shares, they were worth nothing at the end. At the start, they were, which they should. Whoever didn't sell them at the start because they opened up at like $40 a share. I still remember it, bro. Like I remember Amir was just like, "Oh, maybe I'm gonna keep them," and I'm like, "Bro, dump them shits." I think they gave Amir like 1,000 shares. So it's like free money, bro.
Yeah.
Just sell them. When they went public or whatever. So I don't know like the whole back end because I never signed. So I come to. Luckily for me that week, Russo was in town, and I got the written thing, and I show Russo, and I'm like, "Look, like 90 grand." And then Russo goes like 110. And I was in my head, I'm like, holy shit, like 110. This is coming from $22 an hour.
Bro. That was, and again, like that was one of the reasons
That set
why
the
I
precedent.
moved. Yeah.
So then people are like, round two paid Briss 110. Like that was, you're a buyer, you're a buyer, a good buyer.
In the U.S.,
you need
good buyer,
100.
you need 110.
You need that was the president. That's Dima got 115 at District 1.
So then when I heard that, and I'm going through my negotiations to come back to New York, I'm like, bro, when I tell you,
I fucked everything up, bro. Low key, I did.
bro,
I fucked everything up because now as an owner, it's just like I'd rather do shit myself instead of being lazy and being like, here, you get Vic, come work for.
Bro, I was making $25 an hour in Miami as a buyer, and it was me and Danny, and I was making money off reselling. And in Miami, again, there's no taxes, there's no state tax, so I'm getting my check full. So Luke offered me $65K to move to New York. I'm like, $65K. I'm like, I make that working an extra shift with my $25 an hour, aside from me reselling. And mind you, at this point, I had figured out Miami and how to resell. That I had homies in Japan sending me babe tees for like $40, and I was selling it round two. Like I was literally supplying Miami, New York, Chicago with all their babe tees.
There was loopholes.
All their babe tees. So I was buying them for 40, right? Me and my homie. I was cashing out my homie for like 60, 70 because that's all he wanted. And then I would go to round two and sell them for 100 or 110 because we were selling them at 150, 200. So I'm like, I figured out how to like make money without being like a sleazeball because there's some people at round two that did some shady shit to make bread. So I'm like, the number one thing that I didn't want to do is become one of them because that's what everyone talked about. When I first started working around two, everyone talked about all the shady stuff that people did to make money.
Yeah, like
all the loopholes that, and then some of these people were still working and still like making new finesses and new loopholes. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be associated with that. So if I can find a way that everyone can eat and that's always been my thing. Like I want everybody to eat. Always. I'm not with the greed. Like I don't like that. So I'm like, yo, if my homie can make $20, $30, I'm helping him out. He's hype. I can make $30, $40, and then round two makes their $50. Like everyone's happy. So I was just dumping bait like crazy. V-loan like crazy. Like I stopped selling sneakers and I was selling clothes. So I'm like, at this point, like, there's no reason for me to leave Miami for $65K a year to New York City.
Where that's literally $40K.
Where it's nothing after taxes. And then to find a place to live, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like again, I was gonna buy a house in Miami. Like I dedicated 2020 to 2021 a year of just saving. Like I'm not gonna spend $1. I'm just reselling and everything I touch, I'm reselling. I'm gonna buy a house, straight cash. That was like what I wanted to do. And then Briss was like, I'm really adamant, like I'm leaving. So Luke, that fire got under Luke's ass, and he's like, all right, I need somebody who's gonna maintain this store for me. Like I just can't put no random person here. DC was like, he didn't want to come back. He's like, I'm chilling. like I'm not going back to New York. So it's like, it was really on them now. So I was like, I put the pressure on them like, yo, no. So every time he came back,
I was open. I was open about my salary.
Yeah.
Like I would tell people, I get 110, bro.
Yeah.
Like
so
people
then I'm like, yo, all right. Every time I told him no, he went up 10 grand more. So it went from 65 to 75. Then I told him about District 1, and I told them what they offered me. District 1 offered me $75K with 5% ownership of the company. So I'm like, whoa. And then I hit Briss. I'm like, yo, did they? He's like, bro, he's like, that's a great offer. He's like, 5% ownership? He's like, we don't own shit at round two. And we bust our ass. He's like, over there, you're going to probably do half of the work. So, like, that's a good offer. And I'm like, all right, bet, cool. I'm like, let me see how I can leverage the two. And again, they were both trying to figure out, because they both needed somebody. Like, District 1 didn't have a buyer yet, didn't have a store manager, and Briss is leaving. So it's literally, there is a bidding war for any buyer on the streets right now. Like, any well-known buyer is a bidding war. And then Dima took the job at
flew, bro. Flew. Like,
because he's making 70, he was making like 70, 75, and they offered
less,
him,
bro. Less.
and they offered him what, 115?
some crazy shit like that.
like
I remember
crazy.
they surprised my offer where I was just like, get the fuck out of here.
Crazy.
And then Dima was like, what are you going to do, boss? And I was just like, literally. And I was just like, he literally told me that. And I was just like, bro, trust me, take it.
Yeah, cause then Luke was like, he offered me 85, and he's like, with less responsibility, because it was supposed to be me and Dima, so I was gonna be, and then we were both gonna run the store. I was like, all right, 85, cool, and I don't have to do as much because I have someone else who's a buyer who knows what it is. Like, all right. Then Dima dipped, right?
Yeah.
Then Luke comes back, is like, yeah, I'll give you 96. I'm like,
96, where the fuck did you get that?
I'm like 96. I'm like, yo, I'm like.
Not
like,
thinking about it, I was a menace, bro.
I was like, yo, can you? I was like 96. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll move, right? But then I told him, which comes back to play later. I told him like, yo, but I need this in writing. I need a contract, 1 year, like a 1 year contract. He's like, yeah, like let's do it. And then he was like, at the time I had told him like, yo, you know, if I leave Miami, Miami's gonna go to shit, because like Miami wasn't, like, the staff wasn't ready yet for me to leave or for someone else to step up, because again, like
The same thing that was going on in New York was going to happen in Miami.
yeah, like working at round two, people, once they are familiar with your face and how you buy, they don't want to go and sell shoes to no one else.
Facts.
It don't matter if you give them the same price. Like, I could offer them 200, and at the time it was Skinny and Joel. They can offer them 200, and they're gonna tell them no and probably curse them out and be mad at them. But if I come and be like, oh yeah, 200, they'll be like, yo, bro, Vic, good looks. You looked out, bro. Like,
Bro.
you're the man.
It's crazy how it works, but it's literally true,
Yeah.
bro.
And I'm like, and I'll be like, yo, what y'all do that you got him so mad? He's like, they're like, bro, we offered him $200, and we told him you would offer him the same thing, and he got mad at us. I'm like, but like, how did you say it though? Like, so I knew it. They weren't ready because of like little stuff like that. And then it came to a point where like people would only show up to sell when I was working. So that played to me having to be at the store every day. Because if I take 2-3 days off, those 2-3 days, no one's bringing anything. So like, which is like, I feel like a lot of the owners at the time didn't understand. Like, we really held down the store in a whole different way. Like, there's these little nuances that they didn't know about that is like, if it wasn't for us, like, round two would have felt way earlier. Way earlier.
I still remember one time I came to LA and I came to when Lowe's got fired, and I came to like keep it afloat, I guess. I don't even know what I came to do. I came to do nothing, bro. But I remember people in old faces when I used to work in Hollywood started coming back around. And then Sean comes in, he's like, I haven't seen you in 2 fucking years. Blah, blah, blah. Like, why
No,
are you
literally.
here? And it's just like, bro, it's like with us, it's a sense of community that people are like, oh, Briss is back in town. Let's all go hang out. He makes
Yeah.
us feel welcome.
That's literally how it was.
But that's what round two was. Round two was just like, all right, cool. Like, it was like this big community. And if you understood it, it was great for you. And if you didn't
yeah, if you
understand
took
it,
care, in which nowadays I hate the word community.
Yeah.
Like in
it's because everybody
2025,
uses it so much, bro.
community, like
Yeah,
the
it's
next
watered
person
down.
that says community to me, I'm gonna fight you. Because you guys have burnt that word community, and you use it because you like, it became a thing where people like, once you say community, people's ears open up because it's like, all right, it's a way for me to make money or like
Or sell.
or sell something. But when we used to talk about community, it's like really looking out for the community. Nowadays, people are like, yeah, let's get the community involved. But you got a whole bunch of influencers. Bro, that's not community. like, you guys tainted that word.
Yeah.
So next person to say community to me, I'm fighting you.
Yeah. No, yeah, it was, bro, that shit, I'm telling you, like, now it's like a full, like, business owner. I think about it, I was like, God damn, bro. I would have just been like, hey, bro, kick rocks. If you want a little bit more money, now. Get out of here.
But that's literally what it was like.
But also, it just shows you where this industry was, bro. Like, this
Yeah,
industry was,
different.
like, peaking where, like, you could pay somebody like me that much money because you knew, like, all right, my company's going to be safe.
The money was there.
The money was there. I was making them that type of bread, which was insane. But again, how you said everybody interprets round two different, and my interpretation of round two is it was literally the greatest time ever.
Yo,
Like, it was like
it was for me, again, for me, it was is different because like I never went away to college. So moving to round 2 was like me going to college.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like, because I was young. I finally like was on my own, like really, really on my own.
Yeah, literally that's how I felt.
You know what I mean? Because like, yeah, I had my own apartment in New York before I left, but like I literally had nobody. Like I'm making friends from scratch. Like everything is new. Like the people that are meeting me are meeting like Vic now. They don't know the old Vic. They don't know anything. They just know me of today. So like I got to be the person that I was in 2018, 2019, 2020. Like I was allowed to be that person, and I wasn't like, oh damn, you changed. Like, you know, because no one knew me from 2014 or from like 2005 when I started in sneakers. So it was like, it was refreshing.
Yeah.
And that's what I really loved about round 2, and then especially round 2 Miami. Like it helped me out. It gave me a new perspective. I look at it, for me, it was like Miami was like me going to like LeBron, literally going to Miami, winning a ring, learning how to win, and then when I was offered to come back to New York, that's how I saw it. Like, all right, going back to Cleveland to win a ring for my city now. Like, how can I, everything I learned, how can I adapt that and bring that to round 2 New York? So that's how I viewed it. That's the mindset I had going to round 2 New York. That's why when like I was telling Luke, like, yo, keep brisk, because I already was in the mentality like, I'm gonna kill it. Like, I saw what I could do. I saw what I did. Like, I saw what I did with Miami. Like, I turned it from literally this little store to this amazing store that everyone comes to. And again, we had so many, like, there was so many little things that happened within round 2 Miami that, like, I really had to help it keep it afloat. Like, firing people that weren't supposed to be fired, keeping people that we should have been fired. You know what I mean? Like, little stuff that was going on that's like, by the time it was my chance to have the store, I already knew how to run it in a certain way that was going to help everybody. So I knew coming to New York with that mindset and then having Briss there, New York would have been crazy. Like, crazy. Because what Syndicate is now is what we spoke about turning round 2 into. Like, there would have been no Syndicate if Luke would have said, all right, let's do it. Like, even a 3-month test run, he would have seen like, nah, these motherfuckers is making money. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's what we knew what to do. We knew how to make money, and we knew how to keep people happy. You know what I
Yeah, it got
mean?
to the point where Luke would ask me, can you make 30K today? And I'm like, yeah.
Literally. Like,
For with New York, it was like
yo, the rent is due next week.
I need you to crush it.
This, and this bill has to go through. Employees have to get paid. I need you to make $100,000 by next week and not spend any money.
And literally be like, all right, lock in.
All right, bet. Cool. Let's do it. And then the devastating part about it all, going in after you make the $150K when you were asked to make 100, you go the next day, you go to the bank.
There's no money.
All right, now I can finally spend. Let's take some money out. You go, sir, so yeah, the check bounced. There's no money in the accounts. Huh? No, there has to be. Like, there has to be money because I made the money. I made it all. I know what's in there. I have the accounts. Like, I'm seeing it. Like, I'm keeping track. Yeah, the money's gone. And I'm like, where is it? Then I hit Luke like, yo, like, I can't take money out today. Yeah, just store credit. But I told people that I was going to have money by now because you told me to make $100K to have money to give to people. I made 150. Like, now I have people coming with 30 pairs of shoes, like 10, 15 people coming with 30 pairs of shoes because I told them next week. Now I look like the bad guy. And in New York City, that can go quick. Being the cool guy around too that catches everybody out or like that's honest with everybody can only go for so long. Cause like, again, the reason why like we were so good at our jobs is because we were honest with people from day one. They knew if like, yo, bro, today I got no bread. It's not like, oh, I have money, I just don't want to buy your shoe. I literally have no money today. Or like, yo, I can only do store credit or I can only do 200. Like, they understood that because if I could give them the 250, I'd give them to them. Because I understood what I was going to sell it at. I understood my margins. I knew the numbers. Like, round 2 Miami and round 2 New York, at one point, we were making $6.3 million, profiting 30 to 33% profit. Like, I seen the numbers. And when I saw the numbers after moving to New York, I was like, damn, I should ask for more money.
I still remember like
Damn, I should ask for more bread.
going back to like sense of community. I would love when Crack would walk in and when we had no money, like when we had like no money to spend, because
the
Crack would come in and he'd be like, "Yo, Briss, I need some product," and I'm like, "You have cash?" And he'll be like, "Yes," and I'm like, "Whatever you want, bro. Let me know."
Whatever you want, like
As in, like, we'll work it out so now I could recycle this product to get cash in, to get more product in that's gonna sell faster now.
And Crack was hyped because for him it's like, yo, you saving me on taxes. I'm taking probably $25 here and there off a shoe, and now he's gonna have a whole bunch of new product to put on his live.
Yes.
So like we understood again, it was like any obstacle that we came across, we found a way around it without help. Like we literally had to figure this stuff out on our own. So it's like
it was like a hub to make money. Like
it was crazy.
The art of store credit.
Yeah.
is
Yo.
something that
I remember-
not everybody understands. bro.
Yeah, like I remember Lou the Don, one of the most one of like my better homies out there. Supreme Day, he would get his clients whatever. He'll load up. He'll come to the store and he'll be like, "Oh, I have all these tees," and I'm like, "You want credit?" And he's like, "All right, bet." So he would go around the
Bro,
store, post
Grab the
everything,
shoe, literally in round 2 with the round 2 background. Take a picture
and be like,
this.
"Available now,
Available now, $250. Let me know.
And he
Sell
would,
me, don't tell me.
literally, they would do that, and then they would get it sold. Be like, "Here, Briss, can you give me credit for these
He's
10
like, yo,
tees?"
he'd come back. He's like, yo, I'm gonna sell this shoe. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give you credit. Hold it for me. So, and we were doing that with 10, 15, 20 resellers at the time. So I would have a whole bunch of shoes in the back on hold, waiting for, yo, I sold that. Someone just hit me on Instagram, like, here, you told me $250 credit for this, right? Yeah, all right, bet, cool, boom, 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 boom. And it was just hustling. So to be back in that, because again, in Miami, there wasn't hustlers like that. People were
They
just
would literally
buying.
hang out next door drinking their, what was it?
Oh, yeah, frozen margaritas.
Frozen
at San Loco.
margaritas. Oh, it's just hanging out.
All
If it was
day.
dead, we would go outside, chop it up with them, have
Bro,
fun.
round 2, 2021 in New York was unreal. It wasn't a real place. I'd walk out at 2 in the afternoon and they were ordering 30, 40 shots. I'm taking shots at 2 in the afternoon, like getting faded. Cause like they just made their day because they just traded a whole bunch of store credit for shoes. They sold, they got cash. They're up 4 bands, 7 bands now. Like now they're shooting dice in front of the store to make even
Losing
more
the
money.
money.
Losing. Number one, yo,
Lambo.
Lambo. Yo, my son Lambo would come into round 2 on Thursdays. Like, yo, Vic, please buy these bricks. Please I need to get rid of this dirt. I just lost $14K in front of Supreme.
Bro, the
throwing
fact
money.
that they would say,
And I'm like, bro, stop gambling. Like, stop. He's like, bro, they print money every day. I'm gonna go get it back.
yeah, that's literally what he would say, bro.
Like, I don't give a fuck. 14K, I'll get that right back. And I'm gonna be up 14. I'm gonna come back 28K tomorrow. And he would do it. And all of them would do it. And I'm just like,
I remember like when the staff was on break, they would run out, hang out, do their thing, and sometimes they would run in and be like, "Yo, I just saw this man lose 6 bands," and I'm like, "What?"
literally in seconds. But like that resurgence of like being around resellers like that in New York, that got me so excited. And being back around too, like in New York, it was amazing. So like it was so much fun, and I wanted to stay. I wanted to stay so bad to the end, cause I saw it. We were making money, man. And then also Luke, I remember Luke was like, he's like, yo, if you can profit me, I think he said like 1.2 M's. He's like, if you can profit me 1.2 M's in the first year that you're here, he's like, I'll buy you a Porsche.
He told me that too.
So I'm like, he's like, if you can do what you did in Miami, in New York City, he's like, I will buy you a Porsche.
But the back end was so fucked up that it was like it was like almost too late sometimes. Like again, like that's their business, but like I remember like we would work really hard and Luke would have good days and then bad days, and then I would see it too, and we were roommates. And I would see how much he would actually break his back for the company, where I would just be like, as crazy as people think he is, he actually cares.
Yeah, he cared.
They all cared.
They all cared.
Yeah.
It just towards the end of it all, like it. Again, from my point of view, it became like a custody battle. Like, you know, when you're going through like growing up, your mom and dad are getting a divorce, and it's like your mom tells you one thing, your dad tells you one thing, and it's like now you have to figure out who you want to listen to, and like you don't want to get this person mad because you listen to them, but you don't want to get that person mad either. So it's like, I go to Luke and be like, yo, this happened. Do it like this. Then Russo will pull up and be like, yo, why'd you do this? Oh, Luke told me to do it. No, do it like this. And it's like, all right, what, like, I don't know who to listen to. So at a certain point, it was like, I'm not listening to either of y'all. I'm going to do what I think is my best judgment for the store because I'm here every day. And you guys are going through something personal right now, and it's like, it's affecting the store. And we all saw it. Like, we all saw it. Like, when you can see when, like, they are doing their posts together, they don't want to be around each other. Like, you can tell, like, they don't want to stand close to each other. They're barely talking. Like, they come in and they're, like, saying things about each other. And I'm like, bro, I just need to either hug it out or fight it out, figure it out. Because at the end of the day, these people that are here believe in your brand, believe in your dream, and, like, they're the ones that are going to suffer at the end of the day because you guys are millionaires. Like, you guys are going to go back to your nice apartments, go back, drive your nice cars, buy whatever you want, take your trips to Japan, while these people right here, like, they're struggling. Like, we had some employees that were struggling to buy lunch. Like, and I would be like, all right, I'm buying lunch for everybody today. Out of my own money, I'm taking the whole store out for dinner. Like, these are things that we were doing because we understood, like, without them, we were nothing. Like, there were some employees that they allowed me to sit at the buying counter all day because they were so good on the sales floor. So, like, it was easy for me to be at the buying counter, take pictures, and put stuff out because it's like, oh, I can trust them. Like, they're cool. You know what I mean? So towards the end of it, it sucked because my 1-year contract was up, and I'm like, yo, I know where the store is at. Like, I see what's going on. We already shut down Miami. Like, I see what's going on. Like, I'm not dumb. You know what I mean? So it's like, how can we agree and come to terms with something that works for both of us? Like, I literally have the text still. And I'll never forget, this was, my 1-year contract was up. This was around, like, end of June, early July. I was like, yo, like, I want to just talk. It don't have to be more money. Like, I just wanted to feel loyalty. Because, again, like, there was these mental notes throughout my tenure at round 2 that was like, when you guys should have showed up, you didn't, but I let you slide because I'm already so deeply invested, right? So when my 1-year contract was up at New York, I was like, it was just like shooting a dart in the blind. Like, I didn't want anything. I didn't, like, if they gave me a raise, I was cool. If they didn't, I was cool with it because I was already making more money than I ever thought I could make. Like, like, I didn't go to school. I don't have a degree in anything. I'm making more money than my friends that are nurses and working overnight shifts and doing this, doctors, firefighters, like, actual real people, police officers. I'm making double than what they're making selling shoes. Like, at a certain point, again, you can't be greedy. Like, you have to be thankful and, like, grateful for what you have. Like, $96K to sell shoes. Talk about shoes all day. Like, come on. So I didn't really want anything from them. I just wanted them to show that they cared and showed loyalty because I saw how they treated Briss on his way out. So I was like, I didn't want to get blinded by it again. So I was like, yo, let's figure out something that works for the both of us. Whatever that could be. Whatever that is. I don't care what it is. Like, let's just do it. 1 week passes by. They're like, oh, we got to hit Steve, the finance guy. Never met Steve a day in my life. Like,
I knew that's when it got weird. Again, when it got, like, corporatized,
yeah,
they're like, oh, we have
I'm
a
like,
CFO,
who the fuck
we
is
have this
Steve?
guy.
Like, Steve doesn't know me. Like, he doesn't know me from a hole in the wall. He doesn't know my impact for the company. Like, how is Steve gonna make a decision on, like, what I deserve? So I was like, you know what? Cool. Go talk to Steve. A week later, yo, so what did Steve say? Oh shit, I forgot to hit him up. It's Father's Day weekend, so we'll just wait after the weekend. I'll hit him up Monday morning. All right, cool. It was my birthday the week after, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let him 2 weeks. I'll give him 2 weeks. I'm going to Miami. I'm gonna go hang out. I'm chilling. I don't want to worry about nothing. Like, I want to take a vacation. I've been working for 3 years straight every day now, so, like, I need a vacation. So I go to Miami, come back. I'm like, yo, I've had I have this new perspective, this newfound perspective on life. I'm enlightened. I had a week off. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to go crazy. What's up? What we doing? Like, I'm ready. Like, what did Steve say? Yo, I forgot to hit Steve up. I'm like, yo, bro, don't even worry about it. Don't hit him up. Like, I'm putting my 2 weeks in. And they were like, all right, cool. Whatever works for you. Whatever is in your best interest. Whatever you need to do for you. Like, I'm a do what I need to do for the company and the brand. I'm like, well, letting me go is not doing that. Because, like, you already lost Briss. Danny was already gone. Like, you're losing all the core people. Like, everyone's leaving. Like, the betterment for your company is keeping me, making sure I'm still here. Because the only reason some of these people are even walking through these doors is because of me. Like, the reason why you brought me here is because you were scared that people were gonna come because they didn't see Briss no more, but they saw me. Like, these are my friends, like my actual friends that I grew up with. So, like, there's a whole new wave of people that are showing up, and then the people that were already showing up for Briss, it was like, oh shit, Vic's here? Oh, cool. And Briss gave him the stamp of approval too? Oh yeah, we good. Like, we're fine. Like, we heard about him. Like, he used to work at Stadium Goods. Like, he's cool. Like, if I didn't know someone new personally, they knew someone that knew me that gave them the okay. So I'm like, all right, if that's how you want to treat it, then I'm out. Like there's no more that you need to show me that the loyalty is not both ways. So I stopped working at Round 2 July of 2022. And then I told him the same thing that I told him about Miami. Like, yo, if I leave, New York is gone.
And that was the end.
And he was like, they got it. It's fine. And I'm like, all right, cool. 6 months later, I was putting candles in front of Round 2.
He did, bro. He did. He sent me the fucking video. Bro, he's not lying about that. He put the fucking candle in front of Round 2.
I made a visual in front
fucking
of
dickhead, bro.
in front of Round 2. I had people put candles in front of Round 2 on the
really
last
did,
week.
bro. That was a real thing. I remember all the District 1 employees went. I don't think anybody celebrated more than Danny.
Yeah. I'll send you the pic so you can put it up.
That shit was, I remember, again, I'm over here just laughing because I'm like,
and then Nelson's mad. He's like, yo, what the fuck, bro? People are putting up candles in the front. Like, that's mad dangerous, bro. What the fuck, bro? And then once he found out I was the person to do it, he's like, oh, all right, cool. Everyone else is dick riders. Now they want to put candles. But literally every reseller came and put candles in front of Round 2.
But it was like a trope, but it was like real. Like they're like, yo, like rest in peace. Like now to me, Stanton is not the same no more.
It's dead.
Like it's like District 1's there, like but the last time I went to New York, I literally felt like a piece of me died. Like I literally felt like I shouldn't come back to New York no more.
It's dead. Yeah. It's dead. Like and
just because it was like again like. It was like the 3 founding fathers, which was the owners, Luke, Sean, Russo, but then all the communities that were built from within the small staffs. Like everybody had their friends that would come, feel accepted, hang out.
It just branched out crazy. There
was a point where I could hang out with this person's friend, and I was like, would never hang out with them if I didn't meet this person. And then I could hang out with this person.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then my homies would come, and I'll be like, Willie would come. Willie would go to New York, and I'm like, oh, just go hang out with Nelson, bro. Same thing. I would be busy. Willie would be hanging out with a different staff member every day.
Yeah,
but it was
fun.
That was like the beauty of Round 2. And again, like to us, it was funny troll when they put the fucking visual out. But I was like, they meant it, bro. Like
because there was truth behind it.
It was over. Like, and everyone knew it. Like once I had left, it was like it was a big blow because it's like, damn, someone else who like was looked up to at Round 2 is gone. And then the way they treated him on his way out was like, damn, like, again, they treated Briss like that. They treated everyone else. Now they treating Vic like this. Like, what they gonna do with us? It was just hourly employees. You know what I mean? So then people started getting worried. And then that's when it really got bad because then it was like every man for himself.
Yeah. It was just like focus on yourself, make money.
Focus on yourself. Try to make as many connections as you can while you're still around to make money any way you can. And like, I was preparing everyone to leave because I was telling them like, yo, I'm waiting to hear back. Like, if I don't hear back by next week, like I'm out. So like, you guys need to go. Like, I was trying to help them get jobs somewhere else because I knew like it was over. And then the way they closed the stores down was so grimy. Like the way they did Miami was crazy. Like they pulled up. Hi, what's up? Everyone doing good? What's up? Yeah, chilling. Oh, everyone, yo, the store looks amazing. Next day, yo, we're closing down tomorrow. Everyone's like, what? Like, nah, you're funny. No, yeah, everything's getting packed up and we're shipping it. And on top of that, you have to pack it. You have, yeah, literally burying your own grave. You have to pack it. You have to ship this out to this store because it sells better here. Ship this to that store. And yeah, like, thanks for everything, guys. That's how Miami closed down. And I also gave them 6 months notice because when I found out, I was telling them, like, yo, bro, leave. Like, they're gonna shut down. They're like, nah, like Luke told us we're good. We made money. Like, we're good. I'm telling you, bro, please, like, find another job. Like, leave.
I remember when New York closed down. I don't think I've ever said this. I had all the New York store packed in my apartment once during like the looting and stuff like that. And I kept all the crazy stuff like the decks, the toys, everything that was in the back room, all the display stuff. So I never brought it back because I was always so fearful of somebody like breaking in. So my last couple weeks, I returned everything to the store. Literally everything. Kermit decks, Damien Hirst decks, whatever you think of, like all the crazy grails that they had back there. And Sean's there, and he goes like, oh, I thought you sold all this. And I was just like, no, I was at the crib. I was like, I'm leaving. And then he was just like, thank you. And that's it. And I was just like, and so then fast forward to the day they close, I hear that all these like new people that obviously didn't build, like there was like a 2 or 3 that were there for a while, but there was more people there. And Sean was just giving this shit away to them. And I was just like, I should have just kept this shit myself.
Giving it away. Resellers were pulling up and like, yo, I just got this from round 2. And
because Sean just wanted everybody to be like, all right, kind of happy. So he gave away certain shit. I mean, again, I wasn't there, but I just remember hearing the stories. And I was just like, bro, this shit was all in my apartment and I returned it. Like, obviously, because it wasn't mine.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
That was the end of round 2 right there. But it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Fun while it lasted. Good times, good memories. Now we're on to bigger and better things.
I mean, I hope. But yeah, thank you for coming by.
Of course.
That was great.
Yeah.
Hopefully you
Yeah. 2 hours straight.
it's fire.
Fire.
I feel like people are going to like this one.
Yeah. I'm a yapper, man. What's up?
Yeah.
Especially because like you can yap about the truth.
Yeah, but rest in peace round 2, bro.
RIP round 2.
It's funny because now I do the Throwback Thursday videos of round 2.
Yo.
And I'm just like,
what a time,
I was like,
bro.
this shit's never going to get repeated, bro. Like,
No,
it
can
again.
never be recreated, ever. Like, bro, I've made so many friends worldwide from round 2 that would come up like, yo, I like that fit you put up the
Bro,
other
I was in
day.
Spain this past trip. Somebody that I met, that he knew me through round 2.
It's
and then
crazy.
I'm with Nelson now, which is even funnier. He goes like, oh, I already know you. And Nelson goes like, what? You don't know me? And then he...
Bro, you don't know me, bro.
And then the guy goes, like, yeah, I remember you from round 2, blah, blah. He showed Nelson that he was already following him and like he kept up with him. And Nelson tripped out because this was like, oh shit, like he remembers me through these videos.
Yeah.
You know, so now even when people comment like, yo, this is my childhood, blah, 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 like again.
It's crazy.
Some people might take this video and be like, damn, they're saying too much. But it's just like, bro, round 2 was special.
Bro,
like,
it never can... I run into people now, like...
If you look at some of the comments now, people are like, yo, that's where I know you from.
Like kids now, like kids that are 20, 21, 22 getting into reselling or been reselling for a couple of years, like, yo, I used to go crazy for round 2 videos. Like, bro, it's insane.
I still trip out.
It's
like,
insane.
I'm still like, damn.
They know exactly where to go to the video to show you that they know you where they seen you at. And it's
That's
like
1 hour, 35 minutes.
yeah. They'll literally fast. Look. This is where you show up right here. Look, you show up right there. And I'm like, yo, this is insane.
Some kid told me that. It's like, I remember season 2, episode 1 when they introduced you, and I'm like, bro, what?
Yes,
like,
bro. They can't,
like
bro.
that to me, that's crazy, you know. But again, like I go through it, and I'm just like, damn, like thinking of the way we talked, we did things. I was like, bro, never again. Like
You also got to give them credit though. 10 years.
Yeah, again,
to keep a business running for 10 years with a bunch of kids running it. Like we were kids.
Yeah, kids running it, egos,
like
different states. Like it's not all
different,
the same
like,
fucking area either. Like,
you
bro, it's
like
just
you
hard.
got to give them props at the end of the day. Like,
yeah, they like it was a time, and it was like to me they're forever like the goats of resell. Like, yeah, I get it. There's people that probably made more money, that did everything, but they changed the game.
it's just impact.
And there's still people making videos about them to this day.
Yeah,
Impact.
They changed the game.
Like there's so
Bro.
many stores that wouldn't be.
We wouldn't be
like,
here.
You know what I mean? Like there's, and this is like stuff that we know because like we're in it. But think about a store in Indiana, like in Missouri, that opened up
It's all called round two, bro.
because of round two. You know what I mean? And these little cities, and like now they're making money. Now they're like the cool people in their town. Like round two gave some people a gateway to really exceed and be a whole different thing than they were gonna be. So like you got to give them props at the end of the day.
People, it was literally they were putting out all free game, and if you did it the right way, learned it, studied it, put it together, fixed your back end, you'd be all right.
I had a great time, man. I had fun. It was fun.
What was your last one? What was your all-time favorite moment around two? Like that you were just like, I can't believe that shit happened.
All-time favorite moment?
Like stupidity, fucking let it all out. Like,
All right. So we had this crazy Mickey Mouse statue, like Disney stamped, like vintage Mickey Mouse, that we used to keep in front of round two, like as a display. And I forgot, it was getting like, someone was gonna buy it for like $7K, $8K. So we put it in the back of the store. We're all chilling, we're all hanging out. The back of round two Miami was like huge. It was like the size of another store, right? So we used to play soccer back there, right? So I'm in the front buying. Stellan's in the back playing soccer with Kelly. Mind you, the statue's in the back. Stellan kicks the ball right into the face of the statue and cracks the nose of the statue. Mind you, someone's going to come pick it up for $8,000 in the morning, right? So Stellan gaslights Kelly into saying that it was her fault for breaking the statue. So Kelly runs to Dwayne Reed, buys crazy glue, and tries to put it back. But you can see that there's a chip missing. So now everyone's like freaking out. I come to the back. I'm like, yo, what the fuck you guys got going on? Like, no one's been on the sales floor for an hour. And all you see is them two holding the nose on the Mickey Mouse. And I'm like, no way you just broke that. I was like, Kelly, was that you? She goes, no. Stellan's like, Kelly, it was your fault. You didn't catch the ball. I
could imagine how he said it, bro.
I'm like, Stellan, did you kick the ball hard as shit to her? He was like, yeah, but she was supposed to catch it. I'm like, bro, what? So he colors it in, right? And doesn't say anything. Next morning, Sean and Russo come in and they see the statue. Person's gonna come pick it up. They're checking it, make sure everything's good. Literally, Russo just walks by, the nose falls. Like, and he goes, what the fuck? Like, what happened? Everyone's dead quiet. No one's saying nothing. Like, nothing. And he looks at it, he sees that there's crazy glue on it. He goes, does anyone know what happened with this? Everyone's just like, nah, I don't know. Like, you can see Stellan like, yo, that's crazy how that just fell, right? like that, and I'm like, yo, bro, like you gotta say something. Like, you're gonna get all of us in trouble, and you're not gonna say anything. But Russo already knew. Like, again, like there was a whole bunch of stuff that was going on. Again, like a lot of people were given loyalty or trust that like some people didn't deserve it, or like they just took advantage of it. And at that time, Russo was already like kind of like fed up with some of the stuff that was going on. So he was like, yo, either you pay for this or like you're clipped, bro. Like 8 bands. Like Stellan's like, bro, come on, nah. He's like, yo, you got like, he's like, who else was involved? Now he's running back the cameras. Like now he's checking, and then once you start running back the cameras, you start seeing about all the bullshit that's been going on. Yeah, so you start seeing like there was people stealing, people doing this, doing that. So now it's cooked for everybody. So now we're like on Stelling, like, yo, bro, you gotta say something because like you just making it worse. So yeah, we lost out on $8,000 because Stelling kicked the soccer ball into
I remember that story.
Mickey Mouse. No,
Yeah,
No.
he ended up getting let go later on or
Yeah.
some dumber shit, but that was funny.
way dumber. Way dumber.
Yeah.
But, you know, we were all kids. So you can't really put the blame on anybody.
Stelling.
Which I think Stelling hates me now.
Stelling's my he lives in my building.
But that's for another day.
Yeah.
Story for another day.
All right, guys.
Good times.
Thank you guys for
Yeah.
tuning in.
Like, comment, subscribe.
See you guys next week.
TTYL.
That was good.